Judge, this is a case of the Brooks.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Mr. Brooks, it looks like you filed this case. Tell me what's going on.
Well, actually, I'm here today because I really feel like my counterpart here, my co-parent, she is intentionally working just to not even pay or help out in child support. I am a full-time father. I'm also a full-time employee, and I don't get as much money on a week-to-week basis. And I'm really looking for just a little help or support in what we created together. And it seems like she's kind of trying to run.
All right, guys, buckle up, because what starts as a basic child support hearing turns into one of the most chaotic credibility collapses you'll ever see in family court. A full-time father walks in asking for help raising his child, while the other parent insists she can't pay, yet keeps shifting her story. This case isn't just about money. It's about honesty, responsibility, and what happens when personal drama gets dragged into a courtroom that only cares about facts.
And I don't think that's fair.
What do you mean she's trying to run out on her responsibility? What do you mean by that?
Meaning trying to dodge the fact of, getting this child support, or being able to pay something to help me out.
Have you ever asked her, ma'am, you'll have your opportunity to speak. Have you ever asked her to pay child support? Or give you some money for the child?
Exactly. I've asked her to help out with some of the expenses that our child occurs throughout, even like a regular school year, or to maybe go attend different events, but...
What type of...
Right here, the judge is trying to narrow the issue to something very simple. Has the mother ever been asked to help support the child financially? And notice how the answer avoids the question. Courts don't deal in vague cooperation or favors. They deal in obligations. If money isn't being paid, that's not miscommunication. That's a legal gap the court is about to fill.
It's something we created.
Okay, ma'am, what he's asking for is not unreasonable. You're not willing to do that?
Your Honor, it is unreasonable. How
is it unreasonable?
He knows I'm disabled, for one.
What is your disability?
I hurt my leg.
Okay.
And so I'm not able to work as I would like to, and he knows that. He knows that.
You are aware, though, that in the state of Texas, you can be ordered to pay child support and the money comes directly out of your disability check.
I did not know that, Your Honor.
Yes, that's why you're here today, for me to inform you of that.
Well, I don't think that's right. Because
wait a minute, ma'am.
This is a key legal clarification moment. In Texas, disability income does not shield someone from child support. The judge explains that support can come directly from disability checks, and the surprise response says everything. The law doesn't ask whether it feels fair. It asks whether the child is being supported. And right now, the answer is clearly no.
But you think it's right for him to pay all of the expenses for the child every month?
Your Honor.
You answer my question. Do you think that's right?
No, Your Honor, but he's doing this because I stopped messing with him. I go over there.
What do you mean by stop messing with him?
I still go over to his house and we still mess around. And I just decided to cut it off because my leg has been killing me.
I mean, it don't make no sense you bringing that up here.
Well, you trying to bring me to court. You should have thought about that.
You all will address me.
Sorry, Your Honor.
You will not address each other.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
You all's rendezvous, that has nothing to do with this court proceeding and why we're here, okay? We're here to talk about money. Ma'am, that is a different...
Here's where the hearing starts to unravel. Instead of focusing on the child, the testimony drifts into relationship drama and personal grievances. Family court shuts that down fast. Romantic history doesn't cancel financial responsibility. The judge makes it clear, this courtroom is about money for the child, not emotional leverage or retaliation.
Nothing from her at all.
Okay.
Nothing.
Ma'am, how many children do you have?
I have one with him, and then I have 2 others.
Okay, so you have a total of 3. And how much money do you make a year?
Well, I don't make any now since I hurt my leg off the pole.
What pole are you referring to? Did you run into a pole?
No, ma'am. I was working at Dallas Gentleman's, and he knows that, and he knows that's why I hurt my leg, and so he's been helping me.
Wait a minute, what is Dallas Gentleman's?
A strip club.
So you were working in the strip club, so you got injured on that pole?
On that pole, and he knows it. And
This moment flips the entire case. Employment history matters in child support, not because of morality, but because income equals ability. The judge isn't judging how the money was earned. She's establishing that money existed. Once income is acknowledged, the argument shifts from can't pay to didn't pay, and that distinction changes everything.
How much?
You're going to pay child support. How much were you working when you were on the pole?
How much I was getting?
Yes.
I mean, I was getting close to about a night or a year.
Based on the documents that you turned in with your 1099s, you were making about $65,000 a year.
What?
He knew.
These documents are accurate, correct?
They're pretty much accurate.
Even whether he knew or not, you were making money and you're not supporting.
I am supporting,
children.
but I will say he does a lot. He does most of it because I am.
The documents don't lie. A reported income of around $65,000 completely contradicts the claim of financial inability. Courts rely on paperwork over stories, and once that number enters the record, credibility collapses. At this point, the support order isn't a question. It's a calculation waiting to happen.
Until now.
I mean, until now, like I guess since I was, unfortunately still
with that again.
letting him, come over
Sir,
and have
you
rendezvous.
will have your opportunity to speak. Let her speak.
Thank you.
And I do not need you
Yes,
to
Your Honor.
echo me.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now address me. What were you saying?
We would have our rendezvous, and he was fine and dandy. Fine and dandy. We've been doing this for 5 years. 5 years. He knows I've been stripping. And all of a sudden, he wants to pull me into court now because I stopped last week. So all of a sudden now we're...
Here's another red flag for the court. The explanation keeps changing. The income was real, the work lasted years, yet support was nearly non-existent. Judges look for consistency, and when testimony shifts under pressure, it signals unreliability. The focus tightens and patience runs out.
I just do it. Okay. Okay, ma'am, your testimony is conflicting with the documents that you provided to the court ahead of time. You testified that you have 3 children and 1 child between the 2 of you, but according to your paperwork, you have a 4th child.
What?
Yes, Your Honor.
You didn't know she had another child?
Your Honor, I had no clue.
You were not going to tell this man that you have another child? Your child has another sibling. You don't believe that's important?
It's more than a sibling, but it's someone he knows, so I just don't think it's important for him to know.
I am not about to play these games with you.
This is a major credibility hit. Discovering an undisclosed child isn't just awkward, it affects legal calculations and trust. Family court depends on full disclosure, especially when support obligations are involved. Hiding information doesn't protect anyone. It damages credibility and strengthens the court's resolve to intervene.
I'll support to this man, okay? Now, based on, you said you received disability, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
How much do you receive in disability a month?
Only $1,200.
Only? He's not getting anything from you. What do you mean only?
He's getting a lot from me, but okay.
Financially, he's not getting anything from you to support this child, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Based on my calculations, at $1,200 a month, puts you about $14,000 or so a year. So, giving you credit for the other children you have, your child support obligation comes out to $163.20. Who covers medical insurance?
Now the judge moves into enforcement mode. Disability income is confirmed, expenses are reviewed, and the law does what it always does. It assigns responsibility proportionally. This isn't punishment. It's the system correcting a long-standing imbalance where one parent carried the full financial burden alone.
Child support, you're also going to be responsible for the health insurance. That money has to be repaid back to Medicaid. It's a state agency. You have to pay it back. Therefore, based on what your gross and taking 9% of that, which is what you would be responsible for health insurance, it comes out to about $108. So your total monthly obligation is $271.20. That is to be paid on the 1st of each month, and it will be paid directly.
The breakdown of medical costs matters more than people realize. Medicaid isn't free money. It's state-funded assistance that can trigger repayment obligations. When a parent is ordered to support a child, healthcare becomes part of that duty. This is the court ensuring the child's needs are fully covered, not partially ignored.
What else have you been giving him to take care of this child?
I give him about $20 every other week.
$20 every other week. Sir,
Ma'am. You're on.
about how much does it cost you a month in expenses for this child?
When you consider daycare as $115 a week, just to make sure she's getting a quality education, along with the expenses of clothes, food, entertainment, things like that. I would probably put another 100 or so on that.
There's no way he can live and take care of this child off of $20, ma'am. Your child requires more than $20. So, monthly obligation $271.20 to be paid to dad.
When the contribution is revealed to be $20 every other week, the reality hits hard. The judge compares that amount to actual monthly expenses, and the math exposes the gap instantly. Child support isn't symbolic, it's practical. And symbolic help doesn't keep a child housed, fed, or educated.
Making more money.
Okay. Yeah.
And so is that something that can be considered, or?
Oh, definitely, it can be considered. And ma'am, that's actually a very good question. If you go back to the poll and you make another $65,000 and this man comes back for an increase in child support, I can entertain that. Yes, don't look confused. I can entertain that. As you get an increase, your child also gets an increase. Is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, how am I supposed to be able to afford this?
I don't know. Let's see. Maybe you can pick up another job.
That's all I know how to do.
Is what? Hit the pole?
Hit the pole.
Well, you might want to find another pole job. Anything further?
That'll be all, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you.
If nothing further, you all are dismissed.
By the end of this hearing, the court cuts through every excuse with clear numbers and firm accountability. A monthly support order is set, future income increases are addressed, and the message is unmistakable. Parenthood comes with legal responsibilities, regardless of personal conflict. If this case made you shake your head, drop your thoughts below, hit like, and subscribe for more real courtroom moments like this.